Save the Constitution was the Congress and Rahul Gandhi slogan. In fact, they are insisting that Rahul Gandhi must be given a chance on the momentous occasion of Constitution Day. In fact, they're saying that this was their slogan, this was their fight. Samvidhan Khatre Mein Hai was something that the Congress party had been talking about throughout the elections in their Nyay Patra as well. Pallavi joins us for the latest on this. Pallavi, so we're just getting in this news about the Congress MPs insisting that Rahul Gandhi must be given a chance to speak. They're saying that they're the ones who had launched that 100-day Samvidhan Raksha campaign in the national capital and in the lead up to the Lok Sabha elections as well. So what is really their demand, and why is it that they're insisting so much that Rahul Gandhi speaks tomorrow?
Well, so at 10:30 a.m. when the Congress Lok Sabha MPs met, that is the point when these points were made, and that is when it comes to protecting the Constitution. This was a slogan which was given by Rahul Gandhi and by the Congress party and the India bloc allies as well. Therefore, they should be given credit. They should be also allowed to speak on the floor of the House. But why does the Congress insist on this after having Avantika, boycotted two similar events inside the Parliament? One is, of course, when Bhumi Pujan was done for the new Parliament building, and second, when the new Parliament building was being inaugurated, because they felt it was a waste of time. But this time round, they want to be a part of it because they want to take credit for protecting the Constitution. The holding a red copy of the Constitution, whether taking oath or conducting those rallies, the India bloc, but more specifically Rahul Gandhi's politics is centered around it. So when tomorrow everyone is going to commemorate the Constitution Day, he will certainly not want to miss out, and that's the point which the Congress is trying to make. But if you look at the list of program which has already been put out, the LOP's address is not even mentioned, which I'm sure is going to upset the Congress party even more. A likely defense is going to come in from the government also, and explaining how it is an occasion which is largely going to be centered around the President of India, who is actually representative of the country, the Speaker, as well as the Vice President, who are the presiding officers of both the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, absolutely. And the Congress maintaining that they are the ones who had launched Samvidhan Ki Raksha and to save the Constitution, aimed at defending India's Constitution and promoting democratic values. I'm going to go to Arnima. Arnima, can you just tell us a little bit about this press conference, from where you're reporting, and who exactly is likely to be attending it?
Yes, so this press conference by the three union ministers, of course, Law Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal is expected on the dais, Tourism Minister Gajendra Shekhawat and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju, along with bureaucrats, topmost bureaucrats from their respective ministries. But I just want to take you through the program that the Lok Sabha Secretariat has released about what will really happen when the National Constitution Day celebration begins. So they tell us that about 1100 hours tomorrow morning, President will arrive at the Central Hall, and immediately after her arrival, there will be the play out of the national anthem and followed by the welcome address by the Lok Sabha Speaker. Then there's a short film that will be presented about the journey that the Constitution of India has, post which there will be an address by the Vice President of India, who's also the chairperson of the Rajya Sabha. And then there are a host of other programs, commemorative stamps getting released and others. At 11:30, the President is addressing. In this entire list, when President leaves at 11:49, so at about 49-50 minute long program, there's not even a mention of the Prime Minister addressing the joint session of Parliament at the Central Hall. So the point that these ministers are likely to make is, what is opposition crying foul about? They're questioning why the LOP is not being given a chance to speak, when even the Prime Minister is not speaking. Only the President and the Vice President of India are addressing, and the Speaker is just welcoming them. So there is no cause really made out for LOP to make an address in this kind of an itinerary.
Oh, that's true. And Pallavi, yes, we have heard the Congress party and Rahul Gandhi, who's been time and again intensifying his attack against the BJP, the Prime Minister, and even the RSS, accusing them of undermining the Constitution. But that was also during politics. How is this even related to a ceremony that is going to be marking the beginning of, year-long celebrations of the 75th anniversary of the adoption of the Indian Constitution? So why so much insistence on him speaking on an occasion which has already been planned from before?
Well, exactly the point which the BJP is going to be making, and it's already making, that let's not make everything into a political issue. Constitution Day is something which is something which involves all the people of the country, because this is what is a part and integral of our democracy, of our ethos. And I think it's fair enough that inside the parliament, this is a day which is dedicated. And look at the programming. I mean, you know, there are commemorative coins, stamps across the country, copies of the preamble to the constitution. All of that is going to be circulated among the people, so that especially the younger generation also, who may not have been a part of the freedom movement, will are at least aware of what the preamble to our constitution talks about, what our constitution principles also talk about. In fact, if you remember, even when Rahul Gandhi would hold a copy of the constitution till as recently as the Maharashtra elections, the Prime Minister said that, you know, they are compromising and politicizing even the constitution. They are blank pages inside the copy which Rahul Gandhi is holding. I'm sure at some point of time the BJP is also going to make the larger point that let's not get lessons on protecting constitution from the Congress.
Yes.
After all, what happened during the emergency days, that is when your rights which were enshrined under the constitution was snatched away. So tomorrow's function is an apolitical function. It's kept inside the parliament, because
Absolutely.
parliament is the temple of democracy, and the people who are the presiding officers and president who represents your country is the one who's going to be speaking. And if tomorrow there is going to be hangama, if the opposition parties decide to boycott it or walk out, I'm sure a couple of points will then be made by the BJP. Two quick points. One, disrespect towards the President of India, and second, disrespect towards the Constitution. And we are not surprised as it is coming in from the Congress.
No, absolutely. And even the tagline for these year-long celebrations is going to be Hamara Samvidhan.